Hey guys, it's Marilyn, Delicious Delights. Today I want to talk about the newest fragrance release from YSL. It's a flanker of Libre, and this one is called Flowers and Flames. So, new 2024 release. I have a sample here. I do love the collection of Libre, with the exception of the first one. The first one, the original EDP, I found that although it was unique and different, there was this very strong musky kind of scratchy note in it, at least on my skin, that I didn't enjoy that much. And then they came out with some flankers like the EDT version, the Le Parfum version, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And then my absolute favorite is the EDP Intense version, which I own a bottle of. I think it's stunning, you guys. That is my favorite version of Libre. They also came out with the Platine version, which I have a travel size of, which I think is really nice as well. So now we have Flowers and Flames. So when I first tried this one on skin, I was like, okay, I definitely am reminded of the original Libre, the EDP, but it just felt very, very thinned out and watered down. And so I was thinking, okay, this is just pretty much the EDP version, but watered down, thinned out, probably won't last long at all. Probably will last maybe an hour. Poor longevity, poor performance. However, when I kept on testing this one, I found that even though this has a much thinner consistency and texture from the original, this one lasts so long. Like, this one just kept on going and going and going. I sprayed it on my clothes. I smell it for days after. Sprayed it on my jacket. I could still smell it on my jacket. Even the test strip that I sprayed some days ago, I could still smell it quite strongly coming off the test strip. Also on my skin, when I wore it, it was just lasting for the whole day into the next day. So longevity on this Flowers and Flames version is amazing. At least on my skin, it just hung on to the scent for such a long time with kind of a mild projection, but longevity was such a surprise, because that initial thought when I first sprayed it on skin, I was thinking, because it feels so thin and watery, I was thinking that this would be not long lasting at all. But for some reason, they did something to this version to make it last very long on clothing, very long on skin, but at the same time it doesn't feel like heavy like the extreme or the intense version. It doesn't feel heavy like that. It doesn't feel as intense as other versions, like my favorite version, the Intense version, where everything in that version just felt really amped up, more spicy, more sweet, thicker, stronger, more dense. This Flowers and Flames version just toned everything down, yet keeping the performance there as well, if that makes sense, hopefully. So yeah, also I want to say that this version doesn't have that scratchy, musky kind of feel that I got with the original. This one is just very subtle, very smooth, calm, kind of just like everything is toned down. It's like a quiet scent, but at the same time it lasts forever and ever. A long time, which is very interesting for me. And so I don't know, I guess you'll have to be in the mood for this kind of scent. With the extreme version, my favorite version of Libre, that one is just very loud, in your face. It's like jumping out the scent jumps out, I feel like, and it's kind of like a attention grabbing kind of scent. Everyone will smell you. It is that bold. This one is more demure, mindful. Yeah, and if you like the original DNA that you smell in all of the Libres, but you wanted something just more toned down but long lasting, then this is maybe a version that you want to try. But it does smell similar to not only the EDP but all of the other flankers as well. You still smell that original Libre DNA in the Flowers and Flames version, but it's just feeling more thinned out and watery, kind of, and more fluid, if that makes sense. Yet also at the same time keeping the longevity. Like, it lasts so long. I was just so surprised. My husband complimented me on this scent, and compliments with my husband come very rarely. He has very strong opinions where he'll really like a scent or will really hate a scent, and he'll let me know. Everything in between I don't hear much about, but he did say, ooh, that smells nice. You know, whenever he says anything about a scent, it kind of just, I hold on to it, because most of the time he says nothing. And he actually really liked this scent, and he likes it when I wear the extreme version as well. So yeah, I think it's nice. Definitely worth trying especially if you're already a fan of Libre. And I'm curious how you guys feel about the scent and how it performs. I'm not sure if I need this one in my collection, but you know, it's kind of leaving me a little bit confused, because usually when perfumes feel light, they don't really last very long, but there's something in here that really makes it last a long time. But at the same time, it's not cloying or overwhelming or too much. I'll show you guys here what the bottle looks like. I think the bottle designs of this collection are like one of the best. I just love everything about the bottle, the YSL kind of wrapping around there. In person, you guys have all seen already, I'm sure, how gorgeous this bottle is. Main accords: white floral, citrus, lavender, vanilla, sweet, coconut, green, fresh, spicy, and aromatic. And so the notes listed in the top: lavender and bergamot. The middle notes are orange blossom, lavender, coconut, lily, and palm tree. Base note is vanilla. So the main notes are lavender and orange blossom and vanilla, and I believe that these notes are also in the other versions of Libre. But as for the name Flowers and Flames, I do smell that familiar floral orange blossom mostly scent in here, but flames, I'm not really sure. I'm not getting that part of the name. Like flames, you would think it would be like super hot and intense and fiery, but I don't get that feeling at all with this one. This is very toned down, very subtle, thinned out, watered down kind of thing. Not really watery, not very fiery at all, but that's just my experience. Maybe you guys experience this one differently. I'm sure you all do, but yes, I get the creamy florals in here and the lavender, but not really a fiery kind of feeling. But I do get this fiery feeling from the intense version. Maybe they should have named that one Flowers and Flames. But yeah, this is a very interesting one, and I'm so curious what you guys think about this one. Familiar, yet it performs differently, and again, staying power with this one for it being such a lighter scent, or at least it feels lighter. Yeah, performance just amazing. So yeah, that was my review of Flowers and Flames Libre from YSL, released in 2024, newest fragrance release, newest flanker. So I would love to hear your opinion about this one if you've already tried it. Which is your favorite version of Libre? I would love to hear about that as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.